Which is the real sacrifice? A sacrifice of potential and dreams versus a sacrifice of instant pleasure and fun. And is it worth it? If you only learn one thing from this video, let it be this: be a king, not a simp. The question now is whether the activity is physical or psychological. Do you think about masturbation, or is it just a physical act? Is it turning into a compulsive disorder? Is it now a source of guilt? Masturbation as a physical act is not a major concern. Although physical activity depletes energy, the amount is negligible. Simply drinking lemon or coconut water will recharge you. In the mind, the main source of concern is sexuality. Do you identify with the sexual thoughts that keep popping into your head? Have you tried to train yourself to be more conscious of these thoughts? According to an Ohio State University study of 163 women and 120 men, men think about sex 18 times per day on average. Women have 10 thoughts about sex per day. However, depending on the individual, this figure can be much higher. One person considered sex 388 times per day. Constant thinking depletes energy to a significant degree. This could be channeled into something better, particularly becoming more aware. In the long run, greater awareness would result in better thought management. It can be deeply satisfying if you can just forget about your sexuality and immerse yourself in any act, including masturbation. Deep satisfaction derived from the act liberates you from thoughts. However, deep conditioning against sex from birth causes guilt. As a result, most humans are unable to fully engage in the physical act. This is what must change. Samadhi, or universal union, is a state that exists outside of the mind and body. It has nothing to do with the preservation of sperm. Semen is a natural occurrence. Most priests misinterpret spiritual books and continue to feed the public nonsense. As a result, conditioning is passed down from generation to generation, resulting in a variety of psychological diseases. One of them is obsessively thinking about sex. Do you keep thinking about food after you've eaten enough to fill your stomach? This demonstrates how deprived humans are of sex. To disidentify from thoughts, sexual or otherwise, which actually deplete the majority of your energy, you must first raise your awareness. There are 2 major steps to take in order to accomplish this. Begin meditating for 40 minutes to an hour each day. The time can be spread out throughout the day, but it must total at least 40 minutes. Practice being aware of your thoughts. Try just watching the stories that your mind creates. Observing breath is the simplest way to develop this skill. Breath comes in and out, and you simply feel, observe the entire process. Do not have a conflicted mind, it will cause you to suffer. Don't feel bad about having sex or masturbating. You will not only be unable to enjoy the pleasure it provides, but you will also make your life a saga of dissatisfaction and discontent. The final section of this topic is the most important. Sex and masturbation are natural biological processes that have no negative consequences. They become an issue when they become the focal point of your life. If this is the case, you must set a higher goal in life so that all of your energy is directed towards it. Biological acts can exist on the outskirts but not in the center. From a spiritual standpoint, the emphasis must be on awakening. Consistent wakefulness, conscious living, practice is required. Furthermore, any activity that cultivates the heart promotes awareness growth. Acts of creativity, singing, poetry, nature walks, helping others, etc., that bring peace, kindness, and love into the world must be encouraged. See you on the next one.